This is Rajni. This is the monthly forecast for all Capricorn Ascendants for the month of March 2021. Now, before I go further, I'd like to request that if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe now. Hit the like button and as well as hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified immediately when I make a new video. Your support do mean a lot to me. Now let us see how the planets are placed for all you Capricornians in the month of March in transit. Now we have 3 planets sitting in the ascendants for you. This is Ascendant is Lagna, which is the first house, and we have Mercury, Jupiter and Saturn in the sign of Capricorn. Saturn is in its own sign, Capricorn, forming a nice yoga called Shash Yoga. Jupiter here is forming a Neech Bhang Raj Yoga. So overall, the 3 planets this month will help you move things forward in your life, and you may get more opportunities to venture out this month. Your personality will shine through this month and you will glow with intelligence, and some of you may even get name and fame this month that you may not have expected. Then in the second house of finance, family, speech and food habits, you have Sun and Venus placed in the sign of Aquarius. Now again, Saturn is the Lord. Saturn is helping you with your finance this month, and there is an opportunity for you to save a good amount of money. And good news is that you will begin this month with good finance and will also finish this month with a great finance situation, which is a great news. Now we see that Sun and Venus are sitting together here. While Venus is a Yogakaraka in your chart, meaning Venus is well placed in your chart, I should say, which also will support you in matters relating to finance. Not only that, Venus here will help you build a great relationship with your family members. And point to note here is that Venus is very close to the Sun in degrees, meaning we can say Venus is almost combust with Sun, which may bring some limitations, but still overall good results from Venus for you, and you will attract people with your good speech this month. And Sun will be moving out of the second house to the third in the middle of March, followed by Venus going from second to the third on March 17th. Now Venus moving into the third in the sign of Pisces is very good. In fact, Venus gets exalted in Pisces. Now third house denotes your younger siblings, your efforts, short distance travel, and when Sun moves into the third house, Sun in the third house is considered very good in general, and Sun here will give you enough strength to move forward with whatever work you undertake this month. Now Sun will also give you that confidence and overall vitality you need to put forth all your efforts. Now looking at the 4th house, where number 1 is written, we see there are no planets sitting and no other planets are aspecting. So 4th house generally denotes your mother, your happiness around your home environment, vehicles, property matters, and so on and so forth. So overall, matters related to this house will be good without any obstacles for you. Now, one thing to note here is that ruler of the 4th house, which is Mars, is placed in the 5th house with Rahu, forming Angarak Yoga. So if you want to have a smooth sailing throughout the month of March, I would say you need to be careful, and maybe you need to control your temper a little bit. Otherwise, matters could get out of hand for you because of your hot temper. And I know Capricornians are very well disciplined and have good self-control, so I'm sure controlling your temper is not a big deal for you. Now let's talk about the fifth house. Fifth house, where Mars and Rahu are placed. I'll talk about students. Students will be very energetic, courageous, and generally they will do well. Children also will be very creative this month, and they may even excel in whatever they are doing or studying, and there is a possibility that they may get some awards or recognition in their school. But because of Mars and Rahu, students may find that they may be a little forgetful, meaning their memory may not serve them well when they need it, especially. So those in the engineering field or in the police department or in the military will all do very well overall. Now, sixth house. Sixth house, we have no planets, and Mercury rules the sixth house. Mercury is placed in the Ascendant. Now, Mercury will also provide you support in your finance. Now, if you are looking to take a loan this month, it is an excellent period to approach the bank, and you will be successful in getting the loan. And Mercury also rules the house of luck in your chart, so that is why I say that you will be lucky overall this month, especially when it comes to finance. Now, if you have any migraine problem or headaches, do take care of it. Don't ignore. Otherwise, you will be in good health overall throughout the month of March. Now, seventh house, there are no planets. Moon is ruling the seventh house and is sitting in the ninth house of luck and fortune. And seventh house shows your relationship with the others. Now, Moon being the ruler here, I can say that you may be a little moody this month, meaning you may have mood swings, and others can easily see your inconsistency in your relationship with them. Now, also Jupiter and Saturn aspects the seventh house. Now, if you are planning to do any major investments this month, I would say please put it off until later. Otherwise, overall, I see that your relationship with your spouse should go well for you this month, and generally all your relationships. Now, if you're romantically involved, things will move forward with great speed. Or if you are single and you're looking for someone, you can attract someone nice this month, and you can move that relationship forward. Now, let's talk about the eighth house. Now, eighth house, again, we have no planets. Sun is the ruler of the eighth house, and Sun, as we know, is sitting in the second house. Now, Sun aspecting the eighth house is not generally considered great. It may bring obstacles if you're expecting any payments to come to you, but this situation is only until the middle of March, as after that Sun will move into the third house. So when we have obstacles in our life, in a way it's good, because then we'll figure out a way, and we will work harder to circumvent those obstacles, which eventually brings us great results, because we have worked hard and not given up. So obstacles is not a big deal. We can surmount it. Now let's talk about ninth house. Ninth house, we have Moon, and we already discussed Moon's results earlier. Now, Moon is a benefic planet, and sitting in the luck house will bring you overall luck this month. Now, 10th house of profession, where number 7 is written, ruler of the 10th is Venus, and Venus, as we know, is sitting in the house of finance and money for you guys. Now, Venus will give excellent results, and you can expect some good finance gain through your career or profession this month until mid-March. Now then Venus will move into the third house after March 17th, and if you're looking for a government job this month, it's a very good period for that, but make sure you are focused on your work, because this month your mind may be focused on being entertained and whiling away your time, maybe doing something like fun stuff. So maybe you want to concentrate on your work a little more. Now, if you are in your own business, make sure that you're doing that by yourself, because partnership matters in business may not work that well for you this month. Take individual decisions if you can, or take advice or input from your spouse, which may prove beneficial for you. Now, 11th house is house of gain, ruled by Mars. Now Mars, as we know, is sitting in the 5th house and aspecting the 11th house, making the 11th house very strong. Now Ketu is sitting in the 11th house, and if you have any elder siblings, you will bond with them very nicely this month. Now let's talk about the 12th house. 12th house, we have no planets here. It's ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is placed in the Ascendant. So you will have some increased expenses in the month of March. So I think this is the overall overview for all you Capricorns for the month of March. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for watching. Until next, be safe and have loads of fun.